I don't know who sold us this idea that I'm supposed to be a millionaire overnight, that I'm supposed to have a successful business overnight, that I'm supposed to have a six-pack overnight, that I'm supposed to have the greatest marriage that's ever been seen overnight. And that is not true. The truth of the matter is that greatness takes time. Success takes time. If you are gonna have the body of your dreams, that six-pack, bicep, tricep, it's gonna take time. Time in the gym, time eating right, time. If you are going to have the business that's blowing up, that everybody's looking at and hiring people, it's gonna take time. If you are gonna have the mindset and you're gonna have the legacy that's gonna last, the legacy where you can pass something down to your children's children, it is going to take time. And my challenge with this generation, my challenge with our current culture is we are trying to rush. We want everything now. And if it doesn't come quick, and if it doesn't come in a hurry, we will abandon it. If our dream isn't accomplished in 2 weeks, we're done. If the relationship doesn't give us goosebumps quickly, we're done. Anything that seems like it's gonna be tedious, or like it's gonna take long, or like it's gonna be a difficult time, we will totally escape it, get away from it, and abandon it. And many of us are missing out on golden opportunities because we don't want to take the time to go through the process. It takes time. It takes practice. It takes failure. It takes getting up. It takes you trying it again. It takes doors closing. It takes people walking out. It takes time for you to get to your success. There is no such thing as an overnight success. There is no such thing as you just got lucky. No, you got to put in the work. And the hard truth about life is that it's going to take time, which means you cannot rush this process. It means that you got to slow down. And it means you have to appreciate where you are while also looking forward to where you're going. It means you're going to have to appreciate where you are while also looking forward to where you're going. But you cannot ignore the small successes and the small wins because you just have your mind on, I gotta win now. This is preparation time. Come on. This time allows you the opportunity to get yourself together. Everything you're supposed to have, it's gonna come to you in time. At the perfect time, you're gonna find that beautiful bride. At the perfect time, all those clients you're gonna be ready to handle. At the perfect time, you're gonna see your staff come together. At the perfect time, that house is gonna come and it is not gonna overwhelm you. At the perfect time, you're gonna see elevation in your life. So the hard truth about life, success takes time. Greatness takes time. But if you wait for the right time, I promise your moment's gonna show up and you're gonna be ready to handle everything that God has for you. We're gonna talk the truth today. The truth of the matter is some of the stuff you want, you're not ready for. You're not ready for employees. You can barely wake up in the morning yourself. You're not ready for a staff. For some of you, you're not ready for marriage. I know you say you want to be married. If I just had somebody, truth be told, if you had somebody, you drive them crazy because you drive yourself crazy. Maybe you're not ready for the house yet. You barely take care of your room. And you saying, where the house not coming, because God's saying, you're not ready for the house. You don't take care of your bike. What makes you think you're ready for a car? Maybe you haven't arrived yet because you're not ready. Maybe you're not ready for it. And I know that everyone's supposed to tell you you're ready and you can have it and you can do it and I got you. But it's gonna take time because time gives you an opportunity to get prepared for the promise. I said time gives you the opportunity to get prepared for the promise. Maybe you need a little bit more time to work on your patience. Maybe you need a little bit more time to work on your understanding of this area or your understanding of this field. Maybe you need a little more time to develop your character. Come on, somebody. Maybe you need a little bit more time. Why are you rushing to get keys to a car you can't fit into yet? Why are you rushing to get keys for something you don't know how to drive? The reason why my son can't get the keys to his car right now, because he's 5. He's gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to see my son. He's gonna have to get a little taller for this. I'm gonna need to see him get his permit first. I'm gonna need to see him going ahead and get his license. He needs to go through some driving school. He needs to drive. Even when he does become of age and get his permit, I still gotta drive with him in the car next to him to make sure he don't crash. Hear me. When you get something too early, you might crash. When you get something you can't handle, you might crash. When you get something too early that you're not ready for, you might crash. So maybe God knows what he's doing. Maybe you need to calm down because God knows what he's doing. He knows that you need time. Can I tell you something? You might have to scratch your calendar. That's right. I know you said, I gotta have this much money by the time I'm 23, and I gotta be at this place in my life by the time I'm 34, and I gotta be at this place in my life by the time I'm 40. And guess what? Sometimes your timeline isn't accurate. Sometimes your timeline is off. Sometimes your timeline has to be readjusted to reality. And the reality of the situation is that true success, true greatness takes time. Because when you let something takes time, then you can handle it. See, some people rushed into seasons they weren't ready for. And so because they rushed into a season they weren't ready for, they destroyed the thing that was supposed to be theirs. I'm from the microwave generation, okay? When I think biscuit, all right, I think Pillsbury. You throw that thing in the oven and boom, you got it in 5 minutes. I'm from the microwave generation. I'm from the generation where if you wanted some hot food, you zapped it for 30 seconds and it was good. If you wanted a hot plate of food, you just threw it in the microwave for 10 seconds, put that thing on power and just watch it go. And in 15 seconds, in 90 seconds, you can have a steaming hot meal. That's not my mother's generation. That's not my father's generation. That's not my grandfather's generation. Their generation, they are the crock pot generation. For them, a biscuit don't come in a can. A biscuit is made in the oven. For them, macaroni and cheese isn't that soupy stuff that we have on the stove. It is baked in the oven. And I find that many people, they want to microwave something that can only be finished in a crock pot. Let me say it again. I'm meeting too many people who are trying to microwave a dream that can only be developed in a crock pot. You cannot zap your dream and then it comes to pass. You can't just put business in a microwave for 30 seconds and then just see it blow up. You're not gonna zap this thing, no. The hard truth about life. I think that sometimes we don't want to hear the truth, but success takes time. Let me say that again. Success takes time.